Okay everybody, today we'll do another video on competitive Necrons. This time we got some troop choices, because I know a lot of people like to take troops, so they like to have lots of CP. Okay, let's get started. 9 Tesla Tomb Blades, 3 up armor, ignore cover. Gauss, unit 5. Tesla, unit 5. Tesla, unit 10. A normal Lord. A Cryptek with a Veil of Darkness. 6 destroyers. 6 destroyers, a Doomsday Arc, 3 heavy destroyers and 3 heavy destroyers. This list is basically made to shoot your opponent off objectives, then turn 2, you want to deep strike in your Immortals and use them as death marks. And the reason we have a Lord and a Cryptek, the Cryptek has a Chronometron, not the flying Cryptek. The reason why I've taken these two is because you pay such a heavy tax for the troops, you'd best take HQs that can buff them with an over. Ideally an Overlord would be better for this one unit. If you took an Overlord for one unit and this gets wiped out turn 1, you've lost all our points. Turn 1, you will keep 1 unit destroyers in deep strike as well. These 2 here go in deep strike and the destroyers. These go in terrain, and what you want to do is keep all your army in range of these 2 HQs in turn 1. Okay? So if you get second turn, you'll have a buff on everything. If you get turn 1, you'll have a buff on everything. So the reason why I've taken the Lord now is because he'll buff the heavy destroyers. They will buff things that are on the 3, the order 1s. They'll buff the 1 unit of these that are on the board, because they should be in range. And he'll also buff these. So that 1 unit is cheaper than an Overlord. He'll buff 1, 2, 3, 4 units. Okay? And the Cryptek will also buff the same. So keep them together, bubble up, and you're done. For the Warlord, I would make the normal Lord the Warlord. And the Cryptek with the Void of Darkness, the Veil of Darkness, do not use it turn 1 unless you really have to get those destroyers in your opponent's face. You basically try to shoot your opponent off objectives, kill the nasty things turn 1, and deep strike these on turn 2 and hold with objective secured. My personal opinion, I find our HQ choices and our troops just too expensive for what they actually do. That's why I actually avoid using troops myself, and I try to keep the HQ choices down. But if you want those CP, and you have to take troops, you want to get the most out of them. Because if you start all these on the board, turn 1, and you get second turn, that's first blood there. Easy. It's so easy to kill 5 Immortals. Give up first blood. So you have to keep these in reserves. So that's 2 CP gone. 1 unit destroyers in reserves, that's 3 CP gone. And the rest of the CP you want to use on extermination protocols and reroll shots. And these are basically your anti-horde, and you also have the Tomb Blades to help you with just sheer number of shots. Preferably, some people like to take an Overlord with 1 unit of Immortals, but I do not do that for 1 unit in case I lose the unit. You're much better off with buffs until you start having more than 1 unit. So if you lose 1, you can buff the other. So that's basically it. Turn 1, you want to shoot as much firepower into the big heavy Lord of Wars as turn 1 as you possibly can. Use your Tomb Blades and your Mauls to shoot your opponents off objectives. And then your turn 2, you want to deep strike these guys in your opponent's area or midfield, in terrain near an objective. Get objectives secured on them, guard them with 5 Immortals, and then that tax you pay for CP becomes worth it. Okay? Use these 2 Immortals like death marks. If you watch my death mark tactical video, you'll find a few tricks how to use these guys effectively. You pay the tax, make sure you use it. Okay? These are really good for anti-horde. The Tesla only works with 6+ because you're going Overlord and you're not South Tech. But you do need that deep strike ability in this army. Okay, my next video I'm going to go over a really heavy troop list, because I know a lot of people like to just take tons of troops with lots of CP. But as you can see in this video to the first video, you're starting to lose a lot of firepower just for these. And mathematically, with my will be done, these do outperform Tomb Blades in damage output. But these are so much easier to kill than Tomb Blades. So you're basically trading Tomb Blades for Immortals in this list. And I had to drop the Doomsday Arcs for heavies to save points. Plus I wanted to get the buff from this guy. Don't forget the Lord will buff the heavies, the destroyers, and all lists except the Tomb Blades and the Doomsday Arc. That's what makes him good. Try to stick to auras in competitive play. Okay, you do not want one HQ that can only buff one unit, and then that unit gets wiped out. So I hope you like this video. The next one's going to be troop heavy, and the fourth one is going to be the Alpha Strike army list. Okay, I'll catch you all again in the next video.